Hello Gold Farmers, welcome to another Golden Rod farming video. Today we'll be taking a look at a reputation item this time that you can farm here in Terracar Forest. I don't really have a specific route for this just because it's a pretty straightforward guide pretty much, and the route is fairly easy to follow. You just want to kind of follow the little river here on up around the Firewing point. And I don't really worry too much about this little section right here, but just kind of do like a little U-type thing in the little river. You'll be killing a lot of these damp scale devourers, and they have a really high drop chance of the reputation item, the damp scale basilisk eye, which this eye is selling for about 350 gold. The sell rate isn't necessarily the greatest, but it is used to get, I believe, the reputation is called Hero of Shadowwrath or something like that. And it takes a total of 1,344 of these. Now, I did find a couple of other people who had gone over this guide before me. One of the recent videos that I've seen is by the guide maker Kyle Rin, or however you pronounce that. I am not very good at pronouncing names, so just bear with me on that. Snapper Snoo also went over a guide of this, and so did Kolo the Wise. If you do farm these, I highly recommend that you either farm it on a Skinner or a Miner. The problem with farming this on a Miner, though, is you don't really find a whole lot of nodes that spawn within a huge majority of where these basilisks spawn. You can farm this with an herbalist if you really want to, but the herbs don't really sell for a lot that you can gather from the Burning Crusade, so you're not making a whole lot of gold off of it that way. You do pick up some transmog items here and there, which is nice. I only picked up one, which was the shoulder pad right here that only sell for about 100 gold. I don't really have a whole lot of insight on this reputation or the reputation item or anything, so I highly recommend that you check out one of these other guide makers videos over it, because they do go more in depth over this item and why it's worth so much and all of that. I do know that there are more rewards out there for collecting Exalted with the next amount of factions, and I do believe some of those are mounts or pets or toys or something like that. So for those who are looking for those kinds of things, this isn't a bad reputation to get. It is fairly expensive, so if you want, you can go out and farm these yourselves. However, within about 10 minutes, I've been able to pick up 22 of these. I'm sure if I was trying to farm this a little bit more strictly, I could definitely get quite a bit more. The average of the items per hour is roughly 100 to 150 per hour, and you need 1,344 of them, so you will be spending quite a bit of time here. I wouldn't recommend trying to farm it all in one shot if you plan on farming it. If you farm these to sell, it is recommended that you sell these as a full package, so you'd still be farming for quite a while. You can try to sell them on the auction house as you get them, but the chances of them actually selling are fairly low. But it is in any means a really good method of making gold, because you can just kind of set on the full pack and kind of hope to sell them. I've heard that they are selling for roughly 150 to 300k per pack, so you can definitely make a bunch of gold off of this if you can find somebody who is willing to buy them, which as more of these faction farms become popular, a lot more people will be willing to try and collect more exalted factions and all of that. So definitely not a bad item to just kind of go ahead and start slowly working yourself up to farming. If you're in the area, just kind of run this lap once or twice, pick up a few of them, and all of that fun stuff. That will be all. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.